Intel shares falling after reporting third-quarter results last night. Revenue was a slight beat. Earnings and guidance remained in line with analysts' expectations, but disappointing data business center numbers led to investors selling. It's been a tumultuous year for the stock, last 52 weeks. Several major sell-offs taking place, as you can see in the chart. Joining us now, Vivek Arya, BofA Senior Semiconductors Analyst. Just this morning, he re-rated the stock to underperform with a $45 price target. What's your thinking, Vivek, this morning?
Thanks, Joe. Good morning. So we downgraded Intel to an underperform because despite its many advantages, the company is facing three big challenges in the near term. First, there is no plan to fix their manufacturing problems. Their current generation products are facing low yields, which means higher cost. Their next generation will require outsourcing the product, but there is no plan yet to do that. Second problem is the competition is getting stronger from AMD in PCs and servers, from NVIDIA in artificial intelligence products, and from foundries in manufacturing. And third, even though the demand for PCs and servers is strong, the mix is weak and unfavorable for them because it's weaker on the enterprise side, where they are usually very profitable, but it is stronger on the cloud and the consumer side, where they are less profitable because it's just a lot more competitive area. So three big problems that they are having to deal with that we think is going to keep a lid on the stock.
It sounds like some of these things, Vivek, are out of Intel's control because that's where the industry is going. Is that the case? Would you do things differently if you were the CEO?
It's a tough problem, and this management team was in some ways handled this problem. The manufacturing delays for Intel are not new. They started in the prior generation. Usually Intel has been the keeper of Moore's law, new cadence of manufacturing every 2 years. But their last set of products slipped almost 4 years, and now this new set of products is slipping again. And what's happening is that the competition is not sitting still. We have a foundry like Taiwan Semiconductor Corporation that is now a couple of years ahead in their manufacturing, and they are enabling all of Intel's competitors, whether it is AMD, whether it is NVIDIA, whether it is Xilinx or others. And that, I think, is making the problem very challenging for Intel. And in technology, if you're not moving ahead, you're falling behind.
So that's interesting, Vivek, and we don't want to get too far in the weeds here, but it's getting harder and harder to get around Moore's law, or to keep hitting Moore's law, just physical constraints. These other companies, their innovation and their science that they're deploying is more advanced. They're ahead of Intel on this now.
That's right. I think what's happening is that the formula to success is focus on what you do best, instead of trying to be good at everything. So with Intel, they are trying to be extremely good in design and extremely good in manufacturing. And that formula worked for multiple decades. But over the last 4 or 5 years, that has started to unravel. Meanwhile, when you look at companies like NVIDIA especially, and AMD, they have focused just on design, but they have left the manufacturing to Taiwan Semiconductor, who has managed to build the economies of scale in design and R&D. So now you have a combination of very strong design and very strong manufacturing. The second thing that happened is the whole computing industry is moving to artificial intelligence. And artificial intelligence requires new form of computation, new forms of design, which take value away from Intel's products. And that is why someone like NVIDIA, who did not have a position on the PC side, they were more open to going after that market and designing products, especially their GPU products, that are able to take value away from Intel's products. So it's been a tough few years for Intel. And we have seen the rise of companies, especially NVIDIA, who have managed to take advantage of Intel struggles.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.